Hello everybody and welcome to Tasha Foundation. Today we are here to continue with our lesson on road accidents, and we are taking the second cause of road accident. That is one of the causes of road accident, and that will be overloading. Overloading is one of the hidden causes of road accidents that have been taking and claiming away thousands and millions of lives. In the first lesson we talked about, when we were introducing road accident, we talked about many vehicles in Cameroon are second-hand vehicles, and many of these second-hand vehicles are outdated, that they do not have to be used anywhere in the world. And these vehicles from the origin, look at a small Toyota car or small vehicles, they put there 5 persons. When they take 5 persons, it is 3 people behind, one and plus the driver, it gives you 5 persons. But in Cameroon, and with our own poor mentality, we believe that it is 5. The 5 persons stand for 5 passengers, including the driver gives 6. And that is what is so common in our locality. That is wrong. Just 1 plus person is already overloaded. And when you go to a remote area, you discover that before the vehicle is not carrying but 6 people plus the driver, but is carrying 8 plus. And these are second-hand vehicles that are not to be used anywhere. Even if they have to use these vehicles, the vehicles that is 5 places, 5 persons, should carry at least 2 people. If you want to manage the vehicles, you have to carry but 2 people. But we, with our poor mentality, will even overload the vehicles that is outdated, is out of use. That is one of the greatest causes of road accidents in Cameroon in particular. And over, you look critically, you discover that vehicles like 30-seaters, it carry load up. If you look into in developed countries, you discover that each 30-seaters is having an attachment behind. That attachment behind is to carry any load, any luggages the people are having. They did not 30-seater carry 10 things. But in the Cameroon, when it comes, we fabricate it, you add places up that have to carry, and then just the load behind, up the vehicles, overwhelm the vehicles. And when a vehicle is overloaded, it is obvious that the vehicle will cause a lot of mechanical problems and lead to mechanical failure. And when it leads to mechanical failure, this vehicle will have an accident. If it does not lead to mechanical failures, just the load alone can give, because the vehicle will not be stable, it will not have that stability. We have to reason up, and we have to look at ourselves. We have to change our mentality in order to stop killing our own brothers and sisters in the name of ignorance, because it is not ignorance. Those with 70-seater buses, it is their 70-seaters. But we see these people struggling by all possible means to occupy any little space. They go through the market, buy little chairs, and come and put, see the carpenter to make the little chairs, they come and put in the vehicles. The 70-seaters. From the origin has to carry 70 people. That is a new brand 70-seater. Has to carry 70 people. And when they were putting all these things and putting the capacity of that vehicles, they were taking into consideration how Europeans move from one place to another with just a little luggages. Not like us, that will carry bags of corns, bags of beans, foodstuffs from all over. Those foodstuffs should not enter the vehicles that human beings are inside. They have to be taken in a different vehicle and travel to follow the passenger while they are in that other vehicles. That is why you see some vehicles around, they say goods only. And the vehicles that have to carry people do not have to carry material things. But we in Cameroon, with poor mentality, or because it's selfishness and many other reasons, the 70-seaters carry things that are supposed to be carried by truck. Then plus the 70 people, plus those additional people, maybe 100 people into a 70-seaters, and you are expecting to arrive safely. If you arrive safely, it is by the grace of God. It is not out of experience. It is not that you have a stronger vehicles. It is just by the grace of God. But you should know that the grace, you should not, the Bible says, will you continue sinning that grace may abound? Should we continue doing the unusual things in order for the grace of God to come upon us? I say no. We have to change our mentality positively. Overloading is a serious cause of a road accident in Cameroon. And when you look through it, many people are blaming the checkpoint police and yandans on the highway road safety agency. But I'm going to tell you that they have their own part. We have to blame them in a little way, because they are seeing some of those overloading vehicles. But when it comes to overloadings of persons, we also have to be blamed, because we are seeing at times we will reaching a checkpoint. The driver will ask some of us to go down and cross the checkpoint on foot or on bench skins, or pretend like we are hawkers and we cross the checkpoint for them to carry us the other way. And when we are doing it, we thought that we are fooling the policemen, we are fooling those at the checkpoint, we are fooling ourselves. And we have to change our mentalities. Overloadings of vehicles, of outdated vehicles that we supposed to, even for a 70 seaters in Cameroon, have to carry by 30 or 40 people or 50 maximum, because it is an outdated vehicle. The cabins of the vehicle, the body of the vehicle is rotten. They don't go for regular maintenance. Vehicles stop everywhere. They manage tires, they manage everything. A vehicle is leaving Bamenda to Douala without a personal mechanic inside. With just a single driver. It's a shame. Overloading of vehicles is a serious cause of road accident. And if you have a car, you start thinking about it. You don't have to carry everything. You don't have to carry everything. You can sacrifice to go 2 times. But why? People are crying. If you go 2 times, it will cost you a lot. In terms of fuel. What is fuel compared to your lives? What is fuel compared to the lives of your family? What is fuel compared to the lives of the people you are carrying? What is fuel? Those owners of agency, what is money that you want to overload? You cannot buy an extra truck or vehicles that will carry the goods of those who are traveling in 70-seater buses, so that the 70-seater buses will have stability to plight the road. But you want to take the goods, they are paying for it, you put it under the 70-seater, you put it up the 30-seaters, you put it wherever you want to, any space you see. We have to change our mentality if we want to live safe. I say it is time that we human beings, we the citizens of Cameroon, have to stand up and deny overloading of vehicles. That if we see it somewhere, and there is a way in which we can store the vehicle, even if you are not inside. Passing by the roadside, you discover that this vehicle is overloaded. If there is a way, you people can stop the vehicles for them to unload those things. It will be better for us. But if we do not take the responsibility into our hands, we are going to pay it dearly. Either with our loved ones or ourselves. Let's change our mentality. You look in the European country, you discover that the only way road accident is small is because everybody is responsible. The passenger is responsible. The driver is responsible. And the laws it put in place also make them to be responsible. Because any overloading vehicles, not only the driver pays for it, or the passenger, if the driver is paying 10,000 for a fine of overloading, all the passengers pay 10,000. And if all this is applied in our home country, I believe, because we love money so much, we will stay away from overloading. That if a vehicle is found anywhere overloaded, everybody in that vehicle giving a particular fine to pay. If you do not pay it, you go. And this can only happen if we take away corruption. I thank you very much for listening to this video. And then my prayer is that you should put it into practice. Be responsible for our road to be responsible and be safe. Thank you very much.